Shin, oh poor Shin. Dare I say you're about to get boiled. What's up guys, I'm Pencil and here to do a breakdown and a live reaction and review to chapter 182 of Sakamotodays, which is known as A Peaceful Day. And I'm a little bit intrigued because we got my boy Boiled back. I'm sorry, I love Boiled, dog. It's been so long since the character was even mentioned, like legit multiple years at this point. The character hasn't been acknowledged in forever. So to see them in a scenario that makes sense that they would be, though admittedly, I still don't fully get why he's here. Like, what did he do that was wrong? He was an assassin hunting for a bounty on Sakamoto, right? Am I misremembering that? Do I need to do another reread of the series? But ultimately, I'm so excited. My beanie wearing go back. Let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do it to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact. If Shin, here's the thing, right? There are two power scaling paths this can take. There are two power scaling paths. I know you may be like, Pencil Man, but it's Sakamoto days. What's power scaling? But hey, it's Sakamoto days. There's a lot of power scaling. But there are two paths. Either A, Boiled is the exact same as he was at the start of the series. Meaning that if Shin really can't beat him or is struggling to beat him or do any damage, at least based off last chapter, then he's absolutely still fodder, like nowhere near order level. Or B, Boiled's been training and is now nebulously stronger. And thusly, Shin's placement is still just as vague as it was before, but we know it would be sub-Sakamoto level or Sakamoto level and sub-order level. And sub-Alkamar level. Like, ultimately, he's like... Shin's a real strong mid-tier. I'll say that. He's a real strong mid-tier with diverse abilities. But he's not order tier. He's not Alkamar tier. And he's not even... I mean, presumably he's not even Sakamoto tier. The thing is, though, I'll admit, the Sakamoto fight against Takamura is what throws a whole bunch of wrenches into any sort of, like, consistency and scaling. Because if Sakamoto is struggling with Torres, who's just an order tier character, naturally, we have no... Like, we can presume he's stronger than Shishiba, but also at the same time presume he's weaker than Takamura. So for Sakamoto to put up such a horrible performance against Torres, but seemingly do bad, but not horrid against Sakamoto when there should be a massive gap between the two, it is strange. But once again, my personal headcanon, Takamura actually likes Sakamoto. Or liked. Gotta put the past tense on that one. But liked Sakamoto and Nagumo, and was holding back on both. Because there's absolutely no reason other than plot why those two should have survived as long as they did. And thusly, the fight itself, while kind of nice, doesn't really do much for Sakamoto's power scaling, and if anything, the Taurus fight firmly reestablishes that he's not order level right now. So, with it being the case, let's see how Shin goes, mainly because I'm interested. Considering Shin's sort of the traditional main character, I'd say Sakamoto is much more a, like, not necessarily a Saitama-tiered character, he's much more a... What's a good example? Like Sakamoto's the character who's in the midst of their journey, if not the rise back of their journey. Sort of a John... Well, ironically enough, considering... But then again, I think John Wick came out. Yeah, John Wick came out before Sakamoto days. But ultimately, a John Wick-style character, where they're a character far out of their prime, getting back into the game, for our MC for titular character, and thusly they have a solid base to grow from. They're extremely powerful already, but they still have more to go. Shin is like, started from the bottom, now we're here. Very much traditional shonen protagonist. So I'm interested to see what his journey of growth really looks like, especially considering the whole point of this arc is to get Shin a master. But let's see. I got no personal beef with you, but when you go out of your way to pick a fight, I can't just back down. It ain't hard boiled. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't hard boiled. Let me not flex too hard. I was at the gym for the first time in a while. I did the ab machine. I almost got to my 4th set before my stomach screamed at me to leave. It did not work out well. So I'm not going to flex too much because I'm scared. But ultimately, yeah, I get it. And here's the thing with Boiled in particular, right? Dog. You know. And like, you shouldn't have done that. Like, well, then again, Shin didn't recognize him. Shin didn't recognize him at first. It was only after Boiled attacked me. So, yeah, I'll give it credit. Let's see. It ain't hard boiled. Hey, Shin! Take it easy! That dude had the... Cojones. I can say ball. That dude had the balls to take on Taro. Once again, though, This is all for scaling purposes, dog. We need to see. We need to see. Shin, where do you scale, bro? Because, I mean, it makes sense from doing the Sakamoto, but I feel like it's been implied that Sakamoto has had some power progression. Like, I don't think current Sakamoto and Sword of Series Sakamoto are the same level of strength. Sure. Has he gotten massively stronger? No, but I think there has been power progression. He's been fighting way more. He's way less out of practice than he was at the start of the series, when he was already a monster. And admittedly, Boiled was slamming Sakamoto. So I guess just that does kind of fit with Shin's more so current narrative implications of being around Sakamoto level. Especially considering Sakamoto kind of isn't a character anymore, or at least a character that we're going to see in a common scaling front. Isn't like any serious fight or any fight at all where Sakamoto's going to be involved. We're even going to see Slimamoto. Because like he instantly slimmed down against Kindaka. He stayed slim for the fight against Torres. And presumably he's going to stay slim for the rest of his order tier training, considering he clearly can't compete in his base state. And even before that, it kind of felt like Slimamoto was mostly outdated, or Sakamoto was mostly outdated. He existed a lot in the early museum arc, but then towards the back half of it, actually, no, he existed for most of it. It really was a Sakamoto fight where he locked in. But to be fair, he was fighting fodder for a majority of that. So maybe Sakamoto hasn't gotten much stronger at all, but we'll see. Let's see. Let's go. But I was like, we're just gonna throw hands though. I know who you is. You know who we is. We ain't even gotta do this. Though, admittedly, Boiled is without his kit. Like, unless he's got explosives hidden in his like pants pocket or something. I have no idea how he's going to fight other than just traditional brute strength. So let's see. Let's go. Don't move. Oh, yeah. I do get. Yeah, they are in prison. I suppose you can't just randomly start boss and throwing hands when you are in fact in a guarded facility. That do be making sense. I can't even lie. Let's see. Don't move. Hey now. What's all the commotion? Oh, Jo Shackles. You aren't slick, Suzuki said. You aren't slick. I don't get the first part of the joke, but I'm assuming I think it's supposed to be Jo Shackles as in Yo Shackles. Like sometimes you'll hear Joe as Yo, depending on what accent you're hearing. Yo Shackles, head guard of a prison. Suzuki Sensei. There's subtlety. Like there are characters. I love learning about characters' names and how they like translate to. I believe specifically, not hiragana. I believe it's katakana. Where like if you break down the kanji in a character's name, it'll like have symbolism that fits into the character. Like some characters are literally named after their powers, and you can see that if you break down their names when you translate them in Japanese, even if it doesn't mean anything to us in English. I'm fine with that. This is blatant, dog. Yo Shackles. Okay. I see you, Suzuki Sensei. Reminded me that this is a comedy series first and foremost. What's all this commotion? Doris, want him to show up today? Uh-oh. Oh, Boiled? You're a bit scared of Boiled. This isn't very hard, Boiled. Who's this? Looks like an office worker. You need to... Alright, but Shin, how many times have you been caught off guard by the strength of people who looked normal? Or even people who look abnormal. But then again, I guess if they look abnormal, you kind of expect something crazy. But like, Shin, don't be surprised when this man... I bet he's gonna drag Shin throughout the entire prison, bro. Because you gotta stop underestimating random people. Sakamoto was an old man in a ruffled suit. And he's the strongest character in the verse. Or was. My glorious King Sakamoto was. No, Suzuki. Really the Sakamoto personality. Let's go. His name is Oh, they're talking. I always... that's the thing, I will admit. I do kind of wish that Suzuki Sensei went with the more traditional, like, dotted speech bubbles instead of the thinking speech bubbles, because I can't think of many other manga, or even, like, manga/comics, where, like, the thought speech bubbles is also meant to indicate whispering. It makes sense, and typically every single time it's used in context, it also makes sense, but sometimes it feels weird, especially when Shin is a mind reader. And, like, somehow Boiled responds, but it's because Shin is whispering, he's not thinking. So it is just a little bit strange. It bothers me sometimes when my brain takes a second to think. Okay. His name is Joe. Yo Shackles. He's the boss here. Stay quiet if you don't want to end up dead. Alright. So Boiled, we already got a character above you, Buckaroo. Whoopsie. I thought we were gonna build some hype around you, Bucko, but I guess not. We're gonna be building hype around Jo Shackles. Oh, but is he the head guard of the entire prison or the head guard of this floor? I say head guard JA prison B1. basement 1. So I'm assuming there are multiple tiers of head guard. So if this first head guard is so powerful, what about the second one? What about the third one, considering how dangerous the people in level 3 are supposed to be? And honestly, Shin, I'm really wondering for you, broski, how are you going to get down to the 3rd floor and survive? Because, like, bucko, if you're struggling with boiled, doing no damage to boiled, you're about to have your cheeks boiled when you try to go further down. Let's see. Hey, boiled. B1's a nice place to live, isn't it? Who do we owe that to? You, boss. No! That's not hard boiled. Oh, it's not hard boiled. Oh! I mean, I get it though. Like, it's kind of like, I love my dad. I really do. And now I am bigger than him. I've grown enough. I've grown enough. I've gotten swole enough. I'm finally bigger, strong. But I still remember the genuine fear that man could instill in me when he raised his voice at me. I was like, oh shoot, because it was like, and notably, it never came from the fact that he would like bash me across the room or anything. But I specifically remember, even when I was considered a big kid, like he could just lift me up, easy. Like I weighed nothing. So I was like, I just imagined what it would be like if he just decided one day. So, at least in my mind, that is still like a deep sense of fear in your boy, even though my dad would never do that, as far as I know. But with it being the case, boy, that's not hard boiled, bro. That's me and my dad. He made me. That's the thing. It's hard to argue with either of my parents because, like, they literally made me. Like, gosh darn it, they made me and they raised me properly and they love me. What do I got on that? What do I got on that? I can't fight back against y'all. I don't have a tragic backstory. I live a fantastic life. So, like, gosh darn it, there's no argument I can win because you can always just pull out, I made you, I raised you, L plus ratio plus go sit down. But with that being the case, boy, this is not your daddy, bro. This is just a head guard. Why you doing this, bro? Boil, please. Crack it like an egg. That ain't hard boiled, dog. Let's see. You answered too slowly. Ah! Darn, you just pulled the scooter on him. That's crazy. I mean, I guess the guards are armed, but still, just like for answering too slowly, duh. Can you imagine a schoolwork like that, bro? All right, what is 2 plus 2? 4. Bang! Too slow. You should have said the answer the moment the last syllable left my mouth. That would be wild. But those who survive would learn. You wouldn't have a choice in the matter. But still. Huh? I love our home here. Boiled, all I want is a peaceful life for you guys. Now, why would you ruin that? You see, I want to say it's Shin's fault, but Shin only struck back because Boyle did attack them first. So, like, I can't even, like, sure, this guy's crazy with it. And he does look, he looks strangely almost out of the art style. Something about him doesn't feel like Suzuki Sensei's traditional Sakamoto Day style, which is strange because I see most of it. Something about his facial structure, though, it seems very off, but I think that's purposeful. Once again, to show the off nature of this character. Now, why would you ruin that? Have you forgotten my promise? You mess with me, I send you down below. Ruh-roh spaghetti-o. But, But that's interesting, though. I want, like, notably, no, it's really hard to tell. Once again, it becomes down to a question of, like, how strong is this guy? Like, logistically speaking. I mean, of course, he has Boyle scared of him, but, like, Boyle was farther to Sakamoto. And we know Sakamoto, especially at the start of the series, was nowhere near order level. So, like, how powerful is this dude? And if he is decently powerful, why is he wasting his talents down here? I mean, I guess you do need people to restrain the prisoners, but, like, as mentioned, the JA floor 1 at least is like the most tame and docile of the floors. So if the first floor manager, the first head guard, not even the warden of the prison, is like this lethal for 1, and 2 this blasé about the lethality, I have no idea how powerful the ones on the 2nd and 3rd floor are. If there is, maybe this is just the head of the guard. But I think since it specifically said B1, as in basement level 1, I do think there are more. I'm interested to see. Let's take a look. Huh? Oh, Shin sees his way in. You mess with me, you go down below. Uh-oh. Shin, he did just shoot Boyle, though. I think you better go with the original plan of stealing some keys, buddy. Because, like, I really don't think messing with a guy who's willing to just instantly up the spagooter on you and take your leg out. I don't think you want to do that while you're trying to reach down to the fortune teller so you all can escape. Not sure about that. But let's see. Got that? Then shake hands and make nice. We're peaceful here. We're peaceful on B1 here. There's no fighting. Right, guys? The wink. Everyone's... And that's the thing, right? This isn't even like a normal prison. This is a prison that's specifically for assassins. Or whoever the JA deems unworthy or filthy. But still, presumably assassins. Or people who are assassin adjacent. So this whole happy-go-lucky act being just that, an act, and they're all like, he will give us the most vicious back shots and front shots this side of the Mississippi if we dare look at him funny. So, I mean, that's a rough spot to be in, but at the same time, do you really expect perfect peace from them? They're a bunch of criminals. Criminal assassins, no less. So I'm kind of shocked that he's shocked, but let's see. Answer me, you maggots! Yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts. But, you know, as a person who isn't all there myself, I get it. No. But, well... Shin, of all the ways, bro. You should have said, I know he's about to get dragged down. But, you know what? I'll respect the hustle. You want to talk about speed running the plot, bro? Bro said, we ain't got time for a whole arc, dog. Shut up, dog. And you know what? It's also great. He didn't respond in time. Like, he does get hit here. But let's see. Ooh, hitting hard enough to spill blood, too. That's great news. So if I kick your butt, I get to go down below. Hayskate. Poor Hayskate, bro. And you know what? I'll give credit. Because some people say pencil. How about Hayskate's tip, bro? He could be useful. How? Wait. In fact, I'm gonna run to the comment section because I remember seeing that, and I meant to immediately ask, how though? How is Hayskate gonna be useful when he's a sniper with no sniper rifle? Hold on, let me see. I'm about to go. Let's go public. I believe it was about a week ago. Let me see. Let me take a look. The hard-boiled return reveal of an old friend and a new master. Let's see, episode Nagi. The Gachikuda comment, which ended up paying back quickly. I think you're D-Bones. I think you're sleeping on Hayskate a little too much, pencil. Suzuki-sensei wouldn't bring him along just to make him a peanut gallery for Shin's fights. When Shin beats Boiled, we need that apology video. So first things first, it looks like Shin versus Boiled isn't wrapping up. I'm gonna give that dub to Boiled. And two, how though? How, and you know, Killer Bean 11, spit. Hey, who would have been way more helpful than Hayskate. But actually, the reply from Salad does make sense. Yeah, there wouldn't likely be any sort of that drank in prison. But still, okay, yeah, that was the way it was. I don't know. It's waiting to be seen. Maybe Hayskate will cook. But right now, I'm low key. I'm slamming that X button right now. Where is it? Where's my PlayStation controller? It's not anywhere near me, but I'd be slamming that X button right now. Let's see. Wipes the juice. Boom, boom, boom. Prisoner ID 31394. I wonder if that's a reference. A lot of times in media, like, there'll be references hidden in, like, prisoner names. I don't know why. It's like a thing in Ben 10. It's a thing in Teen Titans. It's a thing. Then again, I guess that's all Western media. I'm trying to think. When is it a reference in, like, Japanese media that I've read? I can't think of it off the top of my own piece. But I wonder if that 1394 is, like, a reference to something. Is it, like, a birthday or an niece's never get assassinated? I don't know. But Shin Asakura. Shin Asakura. Shinny boy. Shin Asakura. What a great name. Oh, thanks. You want to go down below? What for? I'll admit, I know it's like he's about to snap, but I'll give him credit for holding his composure. Like, and notably, I'm far from an individual who believes in violence. I don't think violence really solves anything. I make jokes, but like, I view it as like the utmost last of last resorts. Like, all else is falling through. It's your life or theirs. Fine, you gotta do something to save your life. But if someone, especially out of nowhere, when if anything, from my perspective, I came in and saved the person who just decided to bury their knee into my face. If I were still standing after I got a flying knee to the face, and I had the opportunity and ability to tweak out, I probably would. Because, like, it'd be a mix of emotions. 1, it would be the pain. 2, it would be the question of why this is happening. 3, the question of why it's happening after I helped you. And 4, the audacity. Like, the audacity to think that just because I'm only half a foot tall, you can take your whole knee and put it in my nostrils. I'd like, so many emotions would conflate in that instant, that unless someone who was, admittedly I do have a couple friends who are stronger than me, if one of my friends who was physically strong, they would have to hold me back. And then call the police so we can file an assault charge. But let's see. Just some personal business. No, wait, please. Can't you read minds? I get it, he needs to do a special thing to see the future. But can't you read minds, bro? How did he blitz you? What even, is this a handcuff? I said he was gonna get taken for a walk. I didn't think he was actually gonna get put on a leash. Oh my word! Shin. You got, bro. Nothing. When is it? I don't even count Haruma as a dub because it clearly wasn't. It was Haruma messing around for the most part. When has Shin gotten a whole? He got his shoes knocked off. But wait, when is the last time Shin got an actual real dub? Not a dub that was handed to him by the plot or by a character specifically holding back a whole bunch, looking at you, Haruma. Not by a fight being interrupted, looking at you, Boyle, and not by... I'm not sure Baby will win this fight somehow, but it doesn't look like it because he got blitzed and slammed. But when is the last time Shin's won a fight? He had another fight in the museum, but no, Osaraki just left. So when is the last time that Shin had a fight that he actually won? I don't know. Hold on. I bet you, like, now, this went from Sweet Mother of Mercy, this is funny, to Sweet Mother of Mercy. Hold on. Shin Asakura, Sakamoto Days, Fight Wiki, Fight List. I need to see when was the last time he pulled out a dub, because I swear it's been like a minute. Like, the strange thing, the only one that's popping into my head is when he double teams somebody with Blue, but there's no way that's the last actual concrete dub. Let me see. Fights. I can't find it. I really can't find it anywhere. Battles and events. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me take a look in a book. Reading Rainbow type beat. Okay. So, at least the Assassin edition of the Exhibition of the Century arc. So, Shishiba, Shin, and Amane versus Kumanomi, Haruma, and Carolina Reaper. So, that's one, again, a fight that I didn't think. Shishiba and Shin versus Kumanomi and Haruma. Once again, he didn't win that. Shin versus Maifuyu versus Osaragi. Once again, Osaragi kind of just left in that whole situation to fuse itself. Shin did not win the initial fight against Maifuyu, but he was... I'll count that one. Because he was winning that fight. If I remember that properly, Shin versus Maifuyu, I think, what was like a fight in Shin's favor for the most part, so I'll give that. But like, darn, G, it feels like it's been a minute, and this is not the way to go, bro. This is not. You are going down into the dirt, brother. This is not it. Let's see. You don't appreciate this floor. What doesn't meet your standards? Food too salty. Don't like the toilet paper. The monthly dog therapy. Wait, actually, doesn't sound bad. Monthly dog therapy. I was like, you have to fight the dogs. That sounds pretty neat. Salty. I didn't know they even season food in prison. I do everything I can to make it better here. We all gotta do our part to make it a nice home. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen the living conditions, but that ain't too bad. Let's see. Shin going in for the kick. Oh, I'll give Shin credit. This man's extremely durable. For how many hits he takes, he does take relatively minimal damage, but like, he always does so little damage back. I think that's the big thing that gets me. Especially like in these last two encounters, who knows what this kid's gonna do. But that one complaint about Shin, at least as recent, like against Haruma, he only really did damage with the enhanced punches, and even then Haruma mostly ate those punches. And then he just didn't do any damage to Boyle. But I guess a lot of characters in the series are just tanky, and Shin, once again, is specifically specified by Kendaka as like, you're more a specialized ESP type. Power ain't really the game that you want to play like a Sakamoto, like any of the Order members or stuff like that. Let's see. Ooh, the near manji kick, the low ground reverse roundhouse. Let's see. Oh my shit. Shin, what is going on, bro? What is going on? What is going on, dog? What is happening? What is actually happening, bro? How are you the deuteragonist and getting dragged this back? This is floor 1, Shin. This is a floor 1 guard. Head guard. But floor 1 guard, buddy. And you're getting walked like this? Bro said, oh, that's your foot? Didn't know you were into that. And chain that too. And it looks like he removed the initial chain from Shin's neck in order to do this. Like he initially changed Shin's neck here, drags him to the ground, likely undoes the chain. Oh no, the chain's still connected here. But it doesn't look like Shin has a chain leading from his neck anymore. So before this kick could reach him, when it was like right here, somehow Broski unlocked the handcuff around Shin's neck and then immediately chained his ankle mid-dodge. What are they feeding you, Joe? Or Jo Shackles? Let's see. And then the pull in into the standing kick straight to the gut. That is crazy. That is the amount of force and dexterity one must have to just straight beam into the guts and something. That's wild. Let's see. This guy is no mere prison guard. He's tough. He's literally the prison. Well, he doesn't know the head, but like he's literally a guard in an assassin prison. Shit, did you think he was going to be fodder? For what what would be the motivate? Like, I get it if it maybe worked on like a Amanda Waller type beat from like DC Comics, where ultimately maybe there's just one control area with everyone having like a certain collar around or like a certain thing implanted into them. That if they step out of line, boom, and then the collar either takes care of them or their dome detonates. But with this case, it's kind of just like, Shin, you didn't see any of that, bro. You just saw multiple guards wandering around and didn't have anything stuck in you or directly attached to you. You should have known. You're about to get cooked. But let's see. He's tough. You've clearly got the wrong idea. Hitting... Shin... No, he's a full-grown man. Hitting the rotation... Hitting the rodeo rotation on a full-grown adult. Shin, once again, I don't get how you stand after both of your fights. And not in the sense that I don't get how you... Not in the sense that I don't get how you stand in the literal sense of how you stand up, but I don't get how you stand like a chance in most of your fights, though, because you seemingly never do. Let's see. You've clearly got the wrong idea. Boom! Beams. But that does make sense, though, right? If Shin's struggling to beat this guard, how's he going to survive in the second floor? Which has a stronger guard, most likely, and more prisoners. And then the third floor, which has a stronger guard, most likely, and probably even less prisoners. But still. Boom! Beat him straight into the wall. Shin! Ouch. I said if you mess with me, you get sent down below. But if that's all you got, it hardly qualifies as messing with me. Oh! Bro said you're weak. Bro said you're far. Bro said I needed the spagooter for boiled. Not for you, buckaroo. Shin may still be fodder, bro. Shin may still be fodder, bro. He may still be booty butt cheeks, dog. Look at bro. He's looking worse than how Harma was doing him, dog. What? Nothing out of the ordinary in the slammer today. Just a peaceful day at home. Aw, that's adorable. What's this? What? I'm at the end? Am I tweaking? Was this chapter short? I think this chapter wasn't that long. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14-page chapter? Really? Oh, Suzuki-sensei, you're right. Don't turn out like the other Suzuki-sensei. Don't turn out like Nagaba. Don't overwork yourself. Take a break if you need to. I know you took your first break a little bit back. Take another one if you need to. 14-page chapter is kind of crazy for Suzuki-sensei. I feel like this is the first non-standard 20-page chapter we gotten from Suzuki, and that's not a standard we want to hit. But ultimately, if it's any indicator of their health, take your time, Suzuki-sensei. It's good. Once again, the artwork's fantastic. The action's fantastic. But ultimately now, I wonder what Shin is going to have to do. Because clearly going down is not an option through fighting. Clearly going down is not an option likely. I don't know. There's so many possibilities, mainly because Shin has no exact clear direction, which is a good thing in some sense, but also a horrifying thing, because with no general direction, he may end up aimless, or he's going to somehow force his way down. Either way, the talk shall be interesting. But overall, I like this chapter. Hold on. A W chapter deep. I like it. I'll admit, I'm kind of sad that Boiled got jobbed. Like, I was actually really excited for the Shin Boiled fight, or at least a proper continuation of it, instead of just that like 1 page we got, or 2 or 3 pages we got last time. But ultimately, the brawl didn't end up happening. We don't get to really confirm who's stronger than who. Just based on Shin doing no damage and taking some damage, I'm going to assume Boiled is still stronger, which means I'm going to assume that Shin is still a pretty decent chunk weaker than, not even a pretty decent chunk, but like, maybe. But I'm trying to think. Ultimately, from, see, that's the thing. I don't know. My brain's kind of lagging right now. Is he stronger than Sakamoto? Maybe. I don't know. It's a bit unclear, but essentially, without the ending of the fight between Boiled and Shin and it getting interrupted, it is ultimately we are unable to clearly determine who's the stronger of the two. But if anything, I put my money on Boiled, which means Shin is real weak in the grand scheme of things. But at the same time, we get introduced to Jo Shackles, who essentially acts as probably our first main boss. If we're going by like traditional dungeon format, this is our first main boss. We're gonna run into him. We're gonna fight him. We're gonna fail over, and then we're gonna somehow figure something out. But overall, a very W chapter. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave family home. Yes, family home in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the little notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. You can see exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include live reactions to the series I review, ad-free variations of all my videos, and become a $25 patron or $25 member. You can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 beans for a short video, 20 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That on the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members: Sierra, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, Red Wolf 4765, Paris Arnold, Astro, Brandon Payne, and G Prosper. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons: Sean, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, Josh Brown, Igneal Lind, and A+A. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $7 members: Autumn Mornings Lazo, Fine, Zombie Hunter, and Austin Wimberly. Then I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 members: Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and AZ Void. Then I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 patrons: Overlord Zero, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami.
And I'd like to give the craziest, juiciest, most next-level, quadruple, sloppy, toppy, next-level, superhuman, in beyond this world, kidney having thank you to our $100 patron, or that guy with a pencil tier patron, Calvin Elder.